Have you ever had something taken from you without permission? Not money. Not some small thing you could replace. I'm talking about something that feels like your lifeline. The one piece of stability in your world. That's what happened to me. The homeowners association, the people who were supposed to protect the neighborhood, stole my road. The road my father built, the one that connected our family home to the rest of the world. They claimed it was for community use. They didn't ask. They didn't care. But here's the part no one saw coming. If they thought they could erase my history with the stroke of a pen, they had another thing coming. Because the day they took my road was the day their shiny cars began to vanish, one by one. But promises are hard to keep when you live under the thumb of an HOA. At first, it was small things, complaints about my mailbox being off color, letters about my grass being a half-inch too high, the usual pettiness. I tried to ignore it. I worked long hours at the mechanic shop, came home exhausted, and all I wanted was peace. Then came the letter that shattered everything. Effective immediately, the HOA has voted to repurpose the private road adjoining your residence. It will be considered common property for all community members. I stared at it for what felt like hours. My road. My father's road. Just taken. I stormed into their next meeting, clutching the letter like a weapon. You can't just take what's not yours, I shouted. This road belongs to my family. The president of the HOA, a man named Clark, leaned back in his chair with that smug smile of his. It's for the greater good, he said. You wouldn't want to stand in the way of progress, would you? Progress? That word nearly broke me. Progress meant strangers parking on the road my father built, kids throwing trash on it, SUVs dripping oil stains where my dad and I once worked side by side. And sure enough, within weeks, the road became a dumping ground. Neighbors parked their cars there like it was their personal lot. It was noisy, crowded, filthy. The quiet sanctuary my dad left me was gone. I tried to reason with them. I begged, I filed complaints. But every time, Clark and his board waved me off like I was nothing. And that's when something inside me snapped. They wanted to play dirty. Fine. They had no idea how far I was willing to go to protect what was mine. I knew cars better than most people knew their spouses. I could take an engine apart blindfolded and put it back together without missing a bolt. So, when I looked at the sea of shiny vehicles choking my father's road, I didn't just see metal and rubber. I saw opportunity. It started small. One night I slipped out with my toolbox. A neighbor's Lexus sat there, smug in the moonlight. I crouched, loosened a few bolts, snipped a few wires, and walked away. The next morning, it wouldn't start. The owner had to have it towed. The look on his face as he scratched his head, baffled, almost made me laugh. But that was just the beginning. Night after night, I worked like a ghost. One car disappeared completely when I hitched it to my buddy's tow truck and parked it 3 blocks away, behind an abandoned warehouse. Another wouldn't stop blaring its alarm until the owner finally gave up and stopped leaving it on my road. Every problem I created pushed them closer to avoiding the road altogether. Clark, of course, was furious. He stormed up to my house one evening. "We know it's you," he hissed. "Prove it." I shot back, standing tall in my father's driveway. The truth was, they couldn't. No cameras, no witnesses, just a string of mysterious breakdowns and vanishing acts that left the HOA scrambling. Weeks passed, and slowly, the road emptied. Neighbors whispered about bad luck, about the road being cursed. The same people who once laughed at me now avoided even driving past. The silence returned. The peace returned. My father's road was mine again. But the real victory wasn't in making their cars vanish. It was in what came after. One afternoon, I found an envelope taped to my door. Inside was a letter. Not from Clark, but from the other residents. They were fed up with the HOA's arrogance. They'd seen how far things had gone, and, quietly, they were siding with me. A month later, Clark was voted out. The new board reversed the decision. The road was officially mine again. I didn't smile. I didn't cheer. I just walked that old winding path, running my hand along the weathered fences, and whispered, "We did it, Dad." Ending message: sometimes, the world will try to take the things that matter most to you. The things no one else understands but you. And sometimes, you have to fight in ways no one expects to protect them. This isn't a story about revenge. It's about resilience, about standing up, even when the odds are stacked against you. The HOA took my road without asking. But in the end, they gave me something they never meant to: the reminder that my father's legacy, and my determination to protect it, were stronger than all of them combined. So, if someone tries to take what makes you you, don't back down. Don't let them write your story. Write your own.